when it shows here, you come back and, oh, okay, no, this isn't standing up over time. So it is.
It's a great show. I'm really wondering how you came up with the concept. Could you say a lot about how you got to the places that you got to?
Sure, yeah. Well, it actually all started with another artist, seeing another artist's work, and he had used some kind of glue in his work, and I was very interested by this, and I wanted to work with it. So I went to the hardware store to try and figure out what that might be, and picked up wood glue, hoping it might be, and went home and started drawing with it on plastic. And I realized it wasn't the material I was looking for, but I thought, hey, that's interesting. And then I just started making a lot of these sort of doodles out of glue. The next stage was using the gloodles as drawing stencils. So all of the drawings in here are taken from the glue as stencils. And then the mylar just mimics the kind of shapes that the glue makes. So it's all really about drawing. The wax I was drawing with the glue, and drawing on the paper and drawing on the mylar. So a lot of it, it's all the physical act of drawing is really enjoyable. The paintings I have included in the show are not actually part of the installation, but seem to relate to the work and have a lot of similarities in palette and the kind of large shapes and small shapes and drawing marks that I use. So that's how that began.
That's how that began.
Yes.
And the colors on the paper over here. What medium did you use?
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's a water-based medium called gouache, and it's more forgiving than watercolor. That's why I like it. With gouache, you can actually paint over other gouache, similar to acrylic, so that's really nice. But I'm using it in a very watercolorish way with lots of water, very just intuitive, very random, just to accentuate. And after doing the stencils of the drawings, I also went back into the drawings and emphasized some of the lines or added little shapes and drawing marks, extra drawing marks, just making the drawing more of a drawing.
So then, if I understand you right, these drawings on the paper that's here, you used the doodles to stencil some shapes.
Yes.
Then you painted that with the gouache.
Yes.
And then you added some more strokes.
Yeah, pretty much.
As you wanted to.
Yeah, pretty much that was the way that it went.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. And the medium for these paintings and the ones on the other wall?
Oh, I see. The paintings are acrylic on canvas.
Acrylic on canvas.
And then the other thing that's notable about this installation is it's all put up with map pins, which I realize now is just insane. It was an insanely large amount of work, but I think that the little colored headed pins really add an interesting dimension to the work. Yeah. And it was like a necessary part of the work as well.
Yeah. Wouldn't have been so good using Scotch tape.
No.
You know, just wouldn't have had the same effect at all. And I especially think the little piece over there in the corner that's got a lot of red dots in kind of a reef-like shape is really very, very interesting, as they all are.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody else said, the opening said that they looked like little drops of blood on that one.
I wasn't thinking blood, I was thinking more like seed heads, or pinheads like in flowers. Something really very natural and wonderful.
Right. Yeah. Now the other thing about this is this installation is made in the gallery. It isn't something that can be determined ahead of time, and that's what makes it an installation. It was interesting trying to put this up and take it down and put it up. So I've used the glue in different ways. In some places it's sort of like being little characters, and in some it's like a ball of something. It looks like it's alive, and in other parts it's just sort of moving out. It looks like it's sort of growing like something organic, and that was my intention.
And can you say a little bit about what inspired you about where to start the installation? And did you do it in a linear way, or did you do it all at once, all over the place? How did you get it to look so delightful and whimsical and dancey?
Dancy, yeah. It's dancy, yeah, thanks. I wanted to start in the corner. That was my starting point. I started in the corner. It was kind of random. It just was such a process. I did put things up with masking tape first. I'm not completely insane. And see how it looked, and it was easier to move things around. But yes, I kind of built the corner and that other wall at the same time. And then knew I wanted more over on this side of the other walls. It was similar to a lot of my work. I don't know exactly what I'm going to end up with. It's a process, and I really trust the process and get ideas as I'm going along about what's next, what are the next spot that I want to put something. And that's how this worked out.
Yeah. So how do you explain your intuition? Where does that come from?
Wow, what a question.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know how to explain my intuition.
Has it always been with you? As a child, were you an artistic, intuitive person?
Yes.
You love to see things through in your own way?
Yes, yes, yes. So I guess that's why I can't explain it. It's always been with me. Yeah, it's just part of me.
Can you say anything about what you did as a child that was intuitive? Something that would have predicted this wonderful...
No, nothing predicted this. No.
Nothing that could have predicted this.
No, I didn't see anything in my childhood that predicted this moment.
Or these paintings.
Or these paintings, although the paintings do relate back to childhood in a way, because I do try to put myself in a mental space of that feeling I had when I was a child, when there was so endless possibility. My mind felt really open, and everything wasn't decided, and I do try and put myself in that mental state when I'm painting. And with the drawing and everything, it was easy enough to do that, because it's not, I don't know, it's very random, you know, but at the same time repetitive, what I was trying to do, yeah.
June, when you think about all the work that you put into this installation, all the intuitive process that you've gone through, and you think about how it is now on the walls, I'm wondering what you notice on the inside of you. What sensations, thoughts, feelings go with the completion of this process?
It's an interesting question. I feel a great deal of satisfaction. I'm going to fall off my feet here. Sorry. I feel so happy I fall over. No, I feel really, really happy and really satisfied. It's just a fulfillment of a lot of work, and to put it out publicly is really exciting too. And getting the kind of response that I'm getting is wonderful. So I really appreciate all that.